Now, today, we've got something really interesting on the channel. Now, before you click off, I just want to say, this isn't a Honda Jazz. So what this actually is a 2010 Honda Fit RS. So it's got a 1.5 litre VVTi, 120 brake horsepower engine with a 4-wheel drive system and obviously the flappy paddle gearbox, which in a car like this, it's fun. This car is a laugh. It's not fast by any stretch of the imagination, but that's not what this car is all about. This car is about fun factor. So that's basically what we're doing today. We're taking it for a drive and see what this car's all about. Now, another thing, this is the first time I've ever in my whole life driven a car with a flappy paddle gearbox, or whatever you want to call it, and I can see the hype. I can see why a lot of people kind of like get cars with them. It really, because they are quite good fun. Just going along roads like this, banging through the gears, it is quite fun. So I can see the fun factor in this kind of like floppy paddle setup, or whatever you want to call it. Obviously, a floppy paddle gearbox, it will be more beneficial in a car with a lot more power, but even still, in a car like this, it's quite fun. And obviously, this car is for sale as well by DK Imports. I will link all the information on this car in the description below. We're going to put it into sport mode, so we can just use the paddles, and we'll see what this car is all about. Right, we'll do a wee pull and see what this is all about. Jumping in about... second. I mean, like I said, it's not going to win any land speed records, but it is nippy. I mean, it'd be great for obviously like overtaking and things like that, and it's got enough power to have some fun in. Second gear pull. With these kind of Honda engines, when you get about 5,000 RPM, that's when it comes alive, and it does pull really quite well. And it is quite fun with these floppy paddle gearboxes, if I'm honest. It handles quite well too, it does corner quite nice. Not bad. So this being basically based on a Honda Jazz, even though it is a Honda Fit RS, it is really practical. As you see, the boot is absolutely massive. You got plenty of leg room, it's very spacious in here, the visibility is unbelievably good, the windscreen's massive. When I first looked at this car, I thought, oh, it's a Honda Jazz, you know, it's not going to be remotely fun or exciting or anything like that. But I've grown, like, in the short drive I've driven this car today, it has grown on me. I know people say it's a Honda Jazz and all the nonsense, you know, because I know it kind of is. This car is definitely got character. Hands down, this car definitely has character. Just everything about this car is hilarious. Even though it's not fast, it just handles well, and it puts a smile on your face. So that's the thing you need to remember about like kind of small cars like this. They're not built to like break land speed records. They're just good fun. And that's one thing this car does incredibly well. It's fun, and it puts a smile on your face. You know, like, I'm doing my best to try to do a reasonably good car review on this Honda Fit. I'm just quite happy just to drive things that are different for a change. But it's quite cool, this car. I mean, the interior is, I must say, I do quite like the interior. I like the layout of the dashboard. I love where everything is. I like the speedo. It looks really sporty with all the red needles and the orange, like, you know, letters and things like that. The interior is definitely a cool place to be. And I do quite like the floppy paddles. Well, there's some people probably watching me and thinking, oh, I'm getting so excited about a boring car, but I mean, what's the point of me just being negative about stuff, you know? This is a fun car to drive, so why should I be negative? I'm not a depressing person, like some people. But anyway, I hope I covered all the points in this video. This car is for sale, so I'll link everything you need to know about this car in the description below. If you want to buy it, then go ahead. The thing is, as a daily runabout, this car is fantastic. I mean, you know, you can have fun with it on back roads, and it won't use much fuel. It's practical. It looks okay. Not gonna lie, this car is not ugly. It actually looks not too bad. So anyway, I hope I covered everything in this video, because like I said, I'm just getting into doing car review videos and things like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video on this interesting little Japanese import car. So if you did enjoy this video, then please smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.